A few minutes later, the sergeant is waiting outside Broadcast House as his driver expertly pilots the squad car into an occupied loading zone. Now, away from the restraining influence of the Springbok Studios, the sergeant relaxes his voice into his normal, friendly familiarity.
Funny, you great steaming baboon. You went to the police driving school. Didn't you learn anything?
No, Sergeant. I was the chief instructor.
Well, that squad car is now right off, and I've got to get onto the track of this thief. You'd better call me a taxi.
Okay, Sarge, you're a taxi.
No wonder they took laughing off the air. Never mind, there's one coming now. Taxi! Taxi! Taxi!
Hi there. Chuck's the name, Chuck Edwards. Yeah, Chuck Edwards, the corniest cab driver in Commissioner Street.
Hey, just a minute, Sergeant. Isn't he supposed to be in New York?
Yeah, that's right.
Then what are you doing in Johannesburg?
How about that, guys on Broads? I must have taken the wrong turn in when I crossed the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, now, maybe you can help us here. Did you see anyone suspicious coming out of this building just now?
Hey, now that you comes to mention it, as I was turning the corner, there was this big, ugly-looking brute. Came out kind of fast and sneaky, and he was clutching some kind of package.
Hey, that must have been the criminal, Sergeant. Did he look like a radio actor?
Ah, so it's me.
Oh, that's a very good idea. Take your jacket off.
Hey, no. Hold it. No, I mean, what does a radio actor look like?
Horrible, man. Someone looks scruffy and half-starved.
Hey, hold it. That looks like the guy creeping around the corner over there. Like I said, a great, ugly-looking brute.
After him, Fanny. Don't let him get away.
Don't worry, Sarge. I'll bring him down with my rugby tackle.
But don't, Fanny! Great work, Fanny Young. You got him right in the penalty area.
Tell me, Sergeant, should I turn him over so we can look at his ugly criminal face?
Yeah. From the backside, he looks like a hitman for the Polish Mafia.
No, Chuckle, buddy. It's me, your old pal, Red.
You hear that, Fanny? He's a red.
You're right, Sergeant. The whole thing's a communist conspiracy.
No, fellas, you got it all wrong. I ain't part of no conspiracy. I's a right-thinking, law-abiding, warm-hearted, apple-pie and mum-and-loving American slob.
Hey, that's my radio.
Calling Cap 19. Calling Cap 19.
Hey, Michael Sugar, that's amazing. How can you reach us on the cab radio from 10,000 miles away?
I got a loud voice. Is Apex Head with you?
Yeah, he's just been arrested by the South African police.
Yeah, that figures. What's he been doing? Taking bribes for roadworthy certificates?
Sergeant, he was seen leaving Broadcast House with a mysterious package. He could be the criminal that stole the ding-dong.
I wouldn't do no such thing. I got one of my own. At home.
All right, Fanny. Open that parcel.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, look at that. It's a whole heap of magazines.
Yeah, just as I suspected, this looks like a job for the Publications Control Board. This man collects pornography.
I does not. I don't even have a pornograph since the needle broke.
Hey, then what's with all them dirty magazines?
They's dirty because they's old. They're all back numbers of True Romance and Pictures.
What? I thought they stopped printing that garbage years ago.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck. That's why I had to come to South Africa to get the back numbers I missed.
You came 10,000 miles for that old-fashioned smoke sheet crud?
That's right. It's the last place in the world you can still get them. They use them right here as scripts for the Springbok radio soap operas.
It is still April the 30th. In their efforts to track down the phantom gong snatcher, so far the police have drawn a blank.
It's no use, Sergeant. I should have used a real bullet.
You're right, Fanny. He just vanished without a trace, and we're still in the dark.
Yes, gentlemen. What you need is the mind of Tracy Dark.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you, miss, but we hasn't got the time.
Yeah, lady, this is a police matter, and in squad cars, we have to solve every case in just 30 minutes.
27 minutes, Fanny. You just now forgot the 3 one-minute commercials.
But I can help you, Sergeant. I have a strange power. Sometimes everything goes cold, and suddenly it's like I'm on a line to another world.
Yeah, it's what they call the cold power hotline.
No, you don't understand. It can happen at any time. I might have just been out to dinner, and suddenly I feel these strange vibrations.
Oh, shame, man. Have you tried the bicarbonate?
Sergeant, you're looking for a gong.
You're dead right, miss. How did you know that?
It sort of flashed across my mind's eye like a picture at the bioscope. Can't you see it now?
No, lady, the 9 o'clock show was sold out.
Yes, there it is. The thing you're looking for at this very moment is lying in a little box.
You heard what the lady said, Fanny? It was like a bioscope in a little box. You realize what this means?
Yeah, Sergeant. It's like everything else at the SABC. It's gone to television.
9:17 p.m. Now speeding along in their squad car, at last the police had a real breakthrough.
It's a funny thing, you know, Sergeant. That brick wall didn't used to be there.
Well, don't worry, Fanny. It isn't there now.
Without a moment to lose, they were on their way to meet the one person who held the answer to the riddle of the box.
Yes, it's me, the man with the key to box number 13, your old pal, Bob Thornton.
Yes, it's good to see you. It's only a real pleasure to meet you, Mr. Courtney.
Well, thank you very much, Sergeant. Will you come a little closer to the microphone? That's the idea. Now, I can see that you're a very smartly dressed police sergeant. Would you mind telling us what you do for a living?
Well, in my spare time, I does a bit of performing for Springbok Radio.
Really? In which program?
Well, you know that show is Test the Team.
Yes.
Well, sometime I stand in for Arthur Blakeslee when he's too busy at home watching a television set.
I see. And your friend here, the constable?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I works on the same show, but I use as my stage name.
Oh, your stage name. Well, what's that?
Eric Rosenthal.
Well, that's very interesting, fellas. Now, are we all ready to play pick-a-box?
Oh, yeah, we want the one with the gong inside.
Ah, but who knows which one that is? Yes, now there are 7 big prizes, including a brand new motor car with a year's supply of parking tickets, An electric deep freeze with a year's supply of power failures, and a lease on a magnificent rent-controlled flat with a year's supply of eviction notices.
Forget the box, I'll take the money.
And here's the key to box number 13.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Courtney.
And right away, I'll give you 40 rands for that key.
Oh, no, thank you. I'll take a box.
I'll give you 60 rands for the key.
Well,
Tell you what, I'll give you 80 rands for the key.
what are you trying to do? Bribe the police?
90 rands?
I'll take it.
What should we all ready the box? Come on, now, what's it going to be?
All right, then I have the box.
Then you got it. Go over to box number 13. That's it. And open it up. That's right. Now then, what's inside?
If you open it, Fanny, I'm too nervous.
Okay. Hey, Chris, you've got it.
The gong?
No, man, even better. The prize anyone in South Africa would give thousands for. You've won a genuine post office telephone complete with a year's supply of wrong numbers.
At last, equipped with a working telephone, the police decided to call in on the case Springbok Radio's ace crime investigators, now prematurely retired.
Your telephone's ringing, Mrs. Peel.
Answer it, would you see? I'm in the kitchen drilling a few karate chops.
John Steed speaking. Hello, Mother.
No, I'm not your mother, man. This here is Constable Fanny Furry of the Suid-Afrikaanse Blitzpatrouille.
Where's your new headquarters, Mother? Where are you calling from?
Johannesburg.
He's disguising his voice, Emma. I must say, I never realized Colin Fish could speak Afrikaans.
This is a South African policeman. We need help from you and Mevrouw Scott.
Eh? Oh, well, we'd like to be of assistance, but Mrs. Peel and I have just retired.
Retired? Man, this is no time to be lying around in bed. Somebody has stolen the Springbok gong.
Mrs. Peel, we are needed. Don't worry, Mother. We'll take care of it.
What's the trouble, Steve?
Mother's in darkest Africa.
Good heavens. Things must be looking black.
He says someone stolen a gong.
Well, that doesn't sound very important, Steve.
Well, it's probably a very rare and valuable gong. I'll have to go into action again.
Well, that's what you said last night. Promises, promises.
But this is serious, Mrs. Peel. The ministry depends on us.
Oh, not anymore, Steve. We've been retired, pensioned off. Last year, you were bowler-hatted.
I am always bowler-hatted, Mrs. Peel. I wear my bowler hat at all times, even in bed.
Good heavens, Steve. I never realized. And to think that all these years, in the dark, I've been running my fingers through your brim.
Meanwhile, at the flying squad headquarters in Johannesburg, every avenue was being explored.
Yeah, Sergeant, we've been right up Louis Botha and down Jan Smuts.
Well, I don't know, Fanny. This is a very confusing case. As far as the flying squad is concerned, we're still all at sea.
That's terrible, Sergeant. I can't swim.
And so they promptly called in yet another expert, Springbok Radio's seafaring hero.
Martin James, Royal Navy. At sea, on board South African naval vessel Stinkwater, cruising in Boxburg Lake this 31st day of April, 1975.
Well, it's good to have you with us, John. I must say, you doesn't look a day older.
Well, that's the way it is with us seafaring lads, Captain. Look at me, Martin James, born 1723, still going strong. The oldest juvenile in the business.
Hey, Sergeant, you think you can really help us? If you ask me, this matroos looks like a bit of a moth.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Sergeant.
Oh, Captain Sergeant, is it?
Never mind. Our problem is that we're trying to find a valuable gong which has been stolen.
Ah, pirate treasure to be sure. Never you fear, Captain. We'll run out the sail and set course for the pirates' hunting grounds. The rolling waters of far-off Wemmer Pan.
He must be joking.
And when we find the dastardly villain, we'll string him up and hang him from the yard arm.
No, man.
What's the matter, Captain? In South Africa, don't you string them up anymore?
But not from a yard arm. You see, in South Africa, we've all now been metricated.
What a tragedy, Captain. Was it very painful?
No. We use the metric system of measurements.
Oh, well, in that case, we'll hang him from the meter arm.
That's much better.
And if in our hearts we have an ounce of courage...
What?
I mean, if in our hearts we have 28 grams of courage, we will pursue this weighty matter.
No. You can't say weight anymore.
Oh, we'll pursue this massy matter?
There.
And bring home the treasure, proudly flying the flag of victory as we sail bravely round the Cape Point.
Wrong.
As we sail round the Cape Comma.
Right.
It is still April the 30th. 9:21 p.m. The good ship Stintwater cruised out of Boksburg Lake, but came to grief in the treacherous currents and jagged rocks on the airport freeway. Sergeant van der Merwe and Constable Fourie managed to get a lift back to headquarters on a passing Witbank coal truck.
Look at you, funny man. You're a disgrace to the force. Your face is covered with coal dust.
Yeah, you do, Sergeant. Hey, you realize what this means?
No, what does it mean?
We'll have to go into the police station through the non-white entrance.
2 hours later, at police headquarters, another crime is being reported. Within 20 minutes, squad car 007 was on the spot, knocking at the front door.
You know, Sergeant, I don't like the way this car is knocking.
No, you fool. It's you that's supposed to be knocking.
Sorry, of course.
Knocking at the door of the wrong house. Inside, a typical South African husband and wife were huddled over an old loudspeaker.
Rita, there's someone knocking at the door.
Yes, George, I know.
Why don't you answer it, Rita?
Oh, George, why don't you go for a change?
All right, Rita, I'll go for a change. I'll go and change into my pajamas.
Well, not yet, George. We're not going to bed for a bit.
For a bit of what, Rita?
For a bit of anything.
All right, I'm coming. Yes?
We're from the flying squad.
Yeah, both of us.
Well, you're wasting your time. We're not bothered with flies.
We're looking for a house where they've had a robbery.
Oh. Rita?
Yes, George?
Rita, the man says we've had burglars.
No, George.
Well, don't just stand here, Rita. Fetch the police.
Perhaps you'd better look around, sir.
Not me. Rita looks around. She can't help it. She was born that way.
I'll take a look, Sergeant.
Don't you take anything. Rita, you better check all the rooms and see if anything's missing. You've got a lot of valuable furniture here.
All right, George. I'll look in the bedroom.
Is everything there, Rita? What's in the bedroom?
One bed,
What's in the lounge, Rita?
just one chair, George.
What's in the kitchen?
Only the kitchen table.
One bed, one chair, one table. Now it's all there.
You mean that is all the furniture you've got? One bed, one chair, one table?
Yes, we don't like to be cluttered up.
We're not the Oppenheimers, you know.
Well, we must have come now to the wrong place.
Why were you asked to the Oppenheimers?
Puss. The burglar was in the house, man, and he's just now stolen something else.
It's not possible.
We haven't got anything else.
Well, don't just stand there like a constable, man. What has he stolen?
He's just now stolen our squad car.
Fortunately, in this crisis, help was close at hand. 1,000 meters above them, a strange object hummed in the sky.
Hi, kids, it's me, Jet Jungle. The fittest man in the world!
Yes, Jet Jungle, the battling crusader with a heart full of courage and a pot full of porridge. Together with his companions, Professor Villetti and the beautiful Samantha Muller, at this very moment, Jet Jungle is facing the most dramatic adventure of his career.
Spaghetti? Come here, quickly. Sam, have you heard the news? Listen to the jungle drums.
What's the matter, Jet?
Come on.
What do the drums say?
I'll translate for you, Sam. It says the world at 7 p.m. Victor Makiswanza reporting. Right.
You tell me, what is this terrible news we're awaiting
It
for?
says a band of our brave border guards has been attacked by a fierce troop of large, hairy baboons.
This means a war.
But, Jetty, we can't start shooting baboons and apes and monkeys. Jet, these animals are all your friends.
No more, Sam. From now on, we are guerrilla fighters.
Within a few hours, Jet, Sam, and the Professor had landed their vertijet in the middle of the jungle. Then suddenly, from behind the dense bush, there was a strange sound.
Jet, look.
Yeah.
Behind us. A herd of huge bull elephants are coming up out of the river to attack us.
Now, don't be afraid, Sam. They'll be scared off by Jupiter.
Where is that? Stupido big black cat.
Right here, man. I just flew in from the United States. Jupiter X at your service.
You? But I thought our Jupiter was a black leopard.
No, lady, I'm a black panther.
Jupiter, you've got to head off those pugnacious pachyderms.
Right on, man.
Right on, man.
Give me the elephant phone and I'll put to a trunk call.
Jet, what I don't understand is why these creatures should suddenly come up out of the river and start to attack human beings.
Like it's part of our training program, man. That's what I was sent here to organize.
I want to tell you, Sam, I don't like the way this guy's acting.
Cool it, man. You're no Roger Moore yourself.
What's the matter, Jet? What's wrong?
Well, apart from the fact that he's getting all the laughs, I don't believe a word of his story. Now, Jupiter X, you listen to me, mate.
Yeah, I'm all ears, man.
I know you should see a plastic surgeon, but, no, you can't fool us. We know your job is to stir up the subversive elements across the Zambezi. We know it is.
Oh, man. I thought they said the submersive elephants.
Oh. And furthermore, he's also concealing something up his jumper. I can see what it is.
Well, really?
It's this. We got it.
Oh!
Aha!
The missing Springbok radio gong.
All right, fellas, I confess. I took it.
But why?
Why?
Yeah,
Who needs a gong?
Well, it's like this, fellas. I wanted to practice at home with it. You see, I've always had this secret passion to be an announcer. I've always wanted to go. You are tuned to the national network of Springbok Rodeo.
Thank you. Leave your name and number. We'll let you know.
Hey, man, I've only just started.
Wrong, you've just finished, and so is this program, nearly as we wind up with our popular feature, Going for a Gong.
Tonight we're going for a final gong with the voices of just about everybody. So I'm passing the word Springbok to Bob Courtney. Thank you, Donald. And as you all know, I only remember the old songs. So here's one that's been the theme tune of Springbok Radio for 25 years. Could I have a C7th, please, Professor? Isn't that beautiful? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks to Springbok Radio, we earn an honest run. Selling soap and salad oil throughout this sunny land. Everybody now.
News is always impartial, nothing too controversial. Just let's keep it commercial. Springbok Life is grand.
For the last 25 years, these have been the voices of Springbok Radio, resurrected this evening by Diane Appleby, Bob Courtney, June Dixon, Malcolm Gooding, Louis Ives, George Carellin, Michael Mayer, Victor Melanie, Bruce Miller, Hal Olandini, Brian O'Shaughnessy, Erica Rogers, Pat Sanders, Dennis Smith, Gordon Van Royen, and the music of the Dan Hill Group. The Great Gong Robbery was written by Donald Monat and June Dixon and specially produced for the 25th anniversary of Springbok Radio.
Our program is drawing to a close, and so I'd like to invite our producer, Pierre Lowe, to come to the microphone.
Thank you, Peter. Ik wil op mijn beurt weer iemand anders vragen naar de microfoon te komen. Die hoofd van Springbok Radio, meneer Jack Siebert. Jack, is er recht als ik zei dat jij 24 van Springbok's 25 jaar meer gemaakt hebt. En die volle ontwikkeling en groei gezien het wat ons vanavond probeer skets het voor ons luisteraars. Hoe voel jy oor jou baba wat nou groot geword het?
Peer, baie trots oor wat ons kon vermag het. En baie dankbaar teenoor diegene wat in die eerste instansie die diens beplan het, jy en jou kollegas, en verder langs die pad af, die personeel wat so verbygedra het oor die jare heen, ons borge, en veral ons kunstenaars, want het is toch die kunstenaar wat met die luisteraar praat. Ons kan hulle nie genoeg dankie sê nie. Ons weet baie van hulle het hier opgetree vanaand. Ons dink ook aan die baie wat nie hier opgetree het nie. En ons sê vir hulle allemaal baie dankie. Verder, 'n baie spesiale woord van dankie aan ons luisteraars. Dit is julle wat Springbok Radio die grootste diens in Suid-Afrika gemaak het. Ons kan nie genoeg dankie sê nie.
En wat van die toekoms van Springbok Radio, Jack?
Well, I think the future is pretty clear for us, Pierre. Springbok Radio will remain your station for brighter broadcasting.
And for fun?
Keep listening to Springbok Radio.
You've been listening to Springbok Radio's Silver Jubilee program. The music was supplied by Dan Hill and his band and produced by Lance James. This kaleidoscope of 25 years of Springbok broadcasting was devised and produced by Pierre Lowe. Your commentators were Elwin Morris, Donna Niehaus, Clark McKay, and yours truly, Peter Merrill. Direction was by Victor Mackerson.